It's a fine looking machine. Look at it. Look how cool I look. Tell me I don't look cool. I mean, this is sick. You're up to a party with this, you know, I mean, you're gonna have girls sitting on the fenders. So you could have 3 or 4 or 5 girls on this thing. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles with this abomination of a motorcycle. 2002, I think, Yamaha V-Star 650, possibly the smallest trike I've ever seen. Although, actually, no, I've seen scooter trikes before. They're hilarious. This is actually the smallest trike that makes sense. Before we get into that, let's start the day like we should. Let's jump into some words of wisdom real quick. I got something right here. Oh man, it always changes when I move the screen. How can a young man keep his way pure? I'll tell you right now, by keeping it according to your word. Think about that. Think about that. Guys, what is this? What is this? Oh man, all right. We're gonna take this thing for a spin. I'm gonna tell you all about it. It is a Voyager kit. That is a fairly quality kit. And when it comes to 3-wheelers, it's actually a 4-wheeler. This is basically a car. To make these kits a little more affordable, they just kind of put like training wheels on the outside. Now listen, I know I'm kind of like bashing this bike. A lot. But you know what? There are a lot of people out there who this is how they can ride now. And you know, for whatever reason. Because of disability, they're getting older, who knows. And this would be a great bike for them. If this keeps you riding, if this keeps the wind in your face, and you know, gives you that freedom, that's awesome. I'm all about it. Just don't be offended that I'm gonna bash it a little bit. Just I don't need to ride this. All right. The first thing you realize when you're riding something that has more than 2 wheels is you're kind of fighting it the whole time. You're kind of fighting the steering. Caleb over there is on a bike. He's just leaning into the turn. You just kind of put minor pressure on the one side. You actually realize how when you're riding a bike, you don't turn the steering wheel the direction you want to go like a car. You just kind of lean that way, and you actually push the steering wheel the opposite direction. So you really notice that when you're riding something like this, that you have to steer it, and it's kind of goofy. It kind of fights with you. So you're using much more upper body. You know, they tell you when you're riding to keep your upper body loose and your lower body, you know, a little tighter. You know, because you're grabbing on the tank with your knees and stuff like that. With this, it's almost the opposite, because you don't really need your legs, and you're all just fighting it with your hands. The bike does run good. It gets up to speed. I mean, it's a 650 with extra. It's a 650 with extra weight, you know. But it does work. When it comes to a corner, you definitely have to watch out. Make sure you watch out for your speeds. It's a fine looking machine. Look at it. Look how cool I look. Tell me I don't look cool. I mean, this is sick. You're up to a party with this. You know, I mean, you're gonna have girls sitting on the fenders. So you could have 3 or 4 or 5 girls on this thing. And then like one of those girls' babies on the front, like sitting on the tank. I mean, you'll just be like the life of the party. Something that I've noticed, I've always felt a whole lot more comfortable hitting corners with when the 2 wheels are on the front. 2 wheels on the back, I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's not as stable as a platform. You can make it work. You can definitely make it work. I'm not saying that this bike is like dangerous. It's just not as stable as 2 wheels on the front. But if this gets you on the road, if this gets you riding with your buddies, hey, that's awesome. Hey, who was that guy? Piney from Sons of Anarchy. That guy rocked a 3-wheeler, and he was in a gang. And that was cool. He even had a little like mount on the back with his oxygen tank on it. You could do that here. So definitely, this has got to be one of the most unique bikes I'm gonna get on. Let's get on it a little bit. Let's see how fast this thing really is. Whoa! Whoa! This thing's insane. That Caleb's going like 150 miles an hour over here. Just like pooling on me. Nah, but seriously, like, with all the joking aside, this bike runs good. The Trike kit feels solid. Oh, the hell's for sale? Maybe I'll buy it. Really? But this, I'm pretty impressed. It's definitely a, it's a nice machine. If this could keep someone on the road. Now, if you're looking to buy it, if you're looking to get into riding motorcycles, don't buy this. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to get a trike and then get a motorcycle. No, just get a motorcycle. That's dumb. This is for people who, like, okay. Maybe if you're older and your wife's been like dying, she's been dying to learn how to ride a bike, but she doesn't feel comfortable on two wheels and she just might not have the strength. That's different, you know. But if you're like a young guy, don't buy this bike. Go buy something cool. Buy something like that. Buy something like what Caleb's riding, you know what I mean? Something you can learn how to ride, grow into. This bike is probably for someone who's older, or for someone who experienced rider, someone who knows how to handle this power, or someone for some reason they're not able to ride a conventional bike. And if that's the case, if I couldn't ride a normal bike for whatever reason, maybe some disability or something like that, this gets you the feeling. This takes you to the same place. It doesn't take you the same route, but it does take you to the same place. That freedom. One, get that windshield off. Get that wind in your chest. Get that wind, get those bugs in your teeth. This gets you there, you know? And that's what it's all about. Guys, it's not about what you're riding. It's all about where you're going. And we are going to Liftall. Now we're going back to the Srkcycles shop, Landisville, Pennsylvania. Alright guys, this bike is for sale. I'm not kidding. This may be the cheapest trike you've ever seen. I think we're gonna sell for like, I don't know, 5,500 bucks. I bet the trike kit on this was like 3,000 bucks or 5,000 bucks or something insane. And who are we kidding? This is a four-wheeler. This is a car. This is a car. Alright guys, it's the most fun car you've ever had though. Alright guys, we'll catch you later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going.